Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XVI, but I'm bad. An entire playthrough series where I try to do all of the things and sometimes all of the stuff, just like I've done with all the Dark Souls and Elden Ring and both God of Wars and both Jedi games and many other. You pick a game, you play the whole thing. We're only about, hold on, how many hours in are we? We are currently 57 hours in to a game that is most likely going to take me probably closer to 80. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But we're not there yet. At least 70 hours. Somewhere between 70 and 80 hours. Today, for the first chunk, we have like 7 side quests if we include a hunt. I think. Unless I did it yesterday. Did I do it yesterday? Yeah, I did Red Chocobo yesterday and got my butt kicked twice. Yeah. The Red Comet. Okay. Hello, Nigel. We're back.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Mm-hmm.
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
A vine to prove the theory. Okay.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct.
Ah.
A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice.
Yep. Okay.
As luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
Oh, so there is a hunt.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
This side quest segment took you about 3 to 4 hours, including the hunts. Well, I did the Red Chocobo yesterday, and that was the only one that was available. So we'll have to go see. Use the hunt board to locate an extraordinary Morble. Well, I suppose we will do that. Where's the other? We'll go all the way around so we can go past the infirmary, and then everything else is right there. Rep reward, the Morble clues. We were, and she's still there. I don't know how we got back exactly after being potentially cut in half by the sword that cuts everything.
If Amber and the Lazarus had gone.
All right, into the infirmary we go. Asta, any pearls of wisdom today?
Master Sid, have you seen his...
I have not. No, he left, and it's the same thing you just told me. Nope, sorry. Gotta go. Busy, 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 busy.
She can't keep this up much longer. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early
I
grave.
did get bodied by Barnabas
Since the
yesterday.
arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a
Getting
moment.
bodied by Zantek
Clive
Sukin?
offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't.
Which, and I can't remember how to pronounce that sword. Is it Zantetsuken or Zantetsuken? Doesn't mean, whatever.
Soon. Will you talk to her?
My bad, Roderick. I'm talking
Order
over
her
you.
to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I will talk to her.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pray
Zantetsuken.
you have better luck
Just
than I
four full syllables, yeah. That's how most things are pronounced in Japanese anyway. Everything is very vowel based. Which is similar in that way to English, I suppose, but yeah, everything in Japanese is very specifically always broken up. Oh, you don't know if it's right, that's what you always said. Yeah, that was yesterday. That cutscene was cool and then also kind of bad. Because Clive just like pops semi-pride limit break and then just runs at him and then gets kicked in the shin and then falls over and almost dies and then charges him again headlong after he pulls out the sharpest sword in all of existence and then just charges right at him and then gets chopped. It was kind of lame. Like, it served a purpose from the story point of view, but it was a little bit lax. The only time I've been like,
Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I.
Her hair would be so
I
heavy.
all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time.
Mm.
Until then, I'm staying put.
Okay.
We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
Thunder?
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears.
You guys hear that?
Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
Hmm.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand.
Right.
I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Northern.
Of course there is.
Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make
How would
sure
you do
the
that?
other ingredients are ready before you return.
Get a giant spider eye, but don't
Thank
touch
you,
it.
Clive. I won't forget this. If it was me lying there, I know he'd do me the same kindness.
Fair enough. Slay a mightling for its eye. All right. Rep reward me. Hello, Desiree.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Okay, a gift from the Chapman. Enclosed, you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. It's the Talisman of Priming.
Here you are.
Is it a limit break bonus talisman?
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thank you. Talisman of Priming, increases Lionheart's tonic duration by 30 seconds. That's actually a lot. Could be very specific. I wonder how much longer you could stay in limit break then. Because if you pop LB at LB4 and then pop a Lionheart tonic, you do stay in quite a bit longer because the tonic is refilling your limit break as it drains. So if it lasted for 30 seconds longer, I wonder if it would last long enough to actually maintain it for that long. That seems a little bit crazy. Very specific and will only be good on actual big boss fights or like an S rank. Okay. Where is this marble? Hello, Nectar. Can I have a... Oh, thank you very much for the dance. Here, your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that I just got posted on the board, I can see why. Why are you calling them carrots? We're almost at 20 hunts completed, which still means there are more than 12 left. It's a B rank hunt. Oh, carrot is the marble's name. Oh, it's a blooming marble in that regard. Okay, that's why. It's because of the coloring and stuff. Thank you, Nectar, I suppose. We're at Whispering Waters in Rosaria. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of 3 reeds, do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is, in truth, another root vegetable entirely. An exotic species of marble that uses a modified carrot-like vine to lure... Oh, as a lure to draw its prey close before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. A cruel way for nature to turn these times of privation to her advantage. Yes. Yeah, we did Red Comet yesterday. This was rough. I think the only times I've ever really died in this game outside of really early on when I was learning it were twice to Dread Comet and three or four times to Svarog. Was quite spicy. Granted, it was 10 levels higher than me. And that might have been it. Yeah, okay. So the Whispering Waters of Rosaria. Got it. What's the unlock over here, I wonder? Hello, August. You almost never use the Lionhearts. The best thing I've seen for the Lionheart tonics is when you're popping at LB4, because it basically gives you like LB5-ish because of how much it refills behind the drain so that you're in limit break even longer.
All right, Clive.
Hello.
Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
What's up,
worried
bud?
about him, and you want my advice.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission.
Okay.
And he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you.
Nice.
So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead.
Oh.
Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
The D&D talking chat is totally fine. I've been reading it, but I don't really have much to say because I'm not playing that class, so... I don't know. Also, why would the bat mess with my character? Just because you'd make vampire jokes? Toxic. Granted, my character is a Dampier, so even more insulting. Yeah. Because vampires would do bats. Dampiers can't turn into bats, as far as I know. At least from what I've read up to where we are in the campaign for my character. I don't think I get that power. That's only vampire things. I'm not strong enough to do that.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You
All
come
right.
along when you're ready.
To the forge, then. Picking up all these quests. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go beat something up for that blacksmith quest, though. Potentially. Just making a big old square figure 8 around the hideaway right now. Mm-hmm.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen.
Well,
August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
yeah.
Would you
Oops,
mind
sorry,
telling us
sorry.
why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Good grief.
Very well.
Okay.
Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride.
This boy's
focus
mad.
all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
Zoltan!
My old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Okay.
Dravost, eh? That rings a bell.
I've never been there
Not far
before.
from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravost as soon as you can, yeah?
I got that.
And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Trying to keep up with the conversation with Blackthorn to make sure I know what the hell's going on, and then there's a ton of D&D talk in chat right now. Also, hello, Gorek. Good afternoon. Or wait, is it afternoon for you right now? Or early morning? Is it like very early morning for you? Are you about to actually go to sleepy sleep? Okay, world map. So Rosaria has the Morble. So let's go to Martha's Rest and see what they need. Because then we're going to the Whispering Waters. I don't remember where that was specifically. Aha. Up back here by the 3 reeds. Okay. Also, there's probably something new at the shop over here. Just this shop? Wait, what? There's nothing new at my shop. Whatever. There's something new at this shop specifically. Let's knock this out. We can do the hunt and whatever quest potentially is here, unless it's somewhere totally different. What's at the shop, though?
I'm all for making this town a welcoming place.
What do you got?
How do?
How do? It's not just pinging me that it has the rune set, does it? Nope. Satellite. Reduces satellite cooldown time by 4 seconds. Sorry. Sleepch. Bedge. Whatever else. Big sleep mode.
Out there, eh?
Although I don't know if I need to buy all those for an achievement. Hopefully not. Okay, is it Martha with the quest? It's Martha with the quest. Hello? Hello. Oh, you're back stateside? I thought you were still across the pond. Yeah, it's only 2:31 for you. Yeah. Man, it's like 100 degrees outside for me right now, and there is a thunderstorm rolling in. Also, apparently NASA finds possible signs of alien life on Mars. Yeah, it feels like over 100 degrees outside right now. Lightning nearby. Don't knock out my power, please. I would like to keep working on this game, but I know that Mother Nature doesn't give a hootenanny about what I'm doing.
Ah, Clive.
Hello.
Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay.
Brave
we ain't
boys.
daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a
Chocobos.
new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
Yeah.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got.
Right.
We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space.
Yeah.
What we need is a new home for our new arrivals.
Need to expand the town.
That's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
So are we gonna make new, clear out new areas to build?
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done.
Den.
And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too.
Yeah.
I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do.
I already accepted the quest.
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits.
It's
sully
always
those memories.
bandits!
I'll gladly drive them out of
How do you know you're playing a medieval
I know
themed
the
game?
men will gladly
How
fight.
many times do you fight
I've already
bandits?
shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how
Once?
we might be able to win the place back.
Twice?
And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
17
What are you going to
times?
Of course.
Good lord. It's always bandits. It's always bandits.
Reckon Eastpool would make a nice little home for a few bearers and guardians with a mind to make a go of it. Once those blasted bandits have been sent packing, that is.
There's also a lot of exposition for just a simple, like, doink out some... Yeah, so we need... Because if we want to clear out Eastpool... Don't knock out my power, please. Don't you do it. I mean, that's right around the corner. We're gonna go outside and talk to that blood axe guy, though, real quick.
Let's hear your plan.
There he is. There's Sir Wade. What's up, bud? Howdy, howdy.
So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool.
Mm-hmm.
Make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's.
All right, go right. Do what you gotta do, man.
The bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here.
Mm.
We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
Yep.
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count.
Not enough.
And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic.
Mm.
A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
I'm a beast!
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Indeed.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
Okay.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Sorry. Little Cyberpunk 2077 for you. So I can just port to Eastpool and then port back here, I guess. Just don't have to worry about running through all the random Akashic mobs. Clive, look, dude, I can turn into a 40-foot tall fire monster at will. These bandits ain't shit. Yeah, it is kind of weird how games kind of don't contextualize what the player power fantasy is a lot of the times. Because a lot of quests have been doing that to Clive. Like, oh, Clive, don't risk it. Or, Clive, will you be okay? And you'd be like, bro. I can shoot giant lightning bolts with my fingies. What can these bandits do? What level are their swords? You know?
You think you can just walk in here?
Yes.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences.
Yeah. He punched. Oh, really? You think you're clever over here? Bum, 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 bum. Ow, my hip. Just like stopped hitting that guy in the air. That was weird. Oh, right in his freaking head.
That's the end of that then.
Until wait. Oh, it's a random flan?
Not.
Ew. 2 scoops?
Doing here.
2 scoops!
Doesn't matter. It goes to.
There's 2 scoops? What's the guy doing? Burping up all these weird elemental balls and stuff. Oh god! Yeah, okay. This guy's about to not have a very good day. Kamehameha?
You're finished.
So was that slime blob flan made up of like dead corpses and stuff? They didn't call it a corpse flan, it called it 2 scoops. But at the same time, there's a lot of dead bodies here because of what happened many years ago, so Scoops was always the 3rd Scoops anyway. That goes into how he got his username. Uh-oh, there's Scoops lore. Deep Scoops lore.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
Yeah.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road.
Okay.
Then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Fair.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
Ugh.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Okay.
Home. Without masters.
Aw.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place.
Yeah.
The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is.
Yeah.
It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Oh.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
Sure.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
First things first, we'll need to get a few of these roofs seen to. Wouldn't want to be caught in a storm without any shelter.
I wonder if this place will look any different if I come back to it.
I'd better get this well back in working order. If we're gonna live here, we'll need something to drink.
That's cool, though. There's actually a side quest to come back and reclaim this place. That's neat.
Well, there's a lot that needs doing, and no mistake. We'll have to fatten the bearers up a bit so they can pull their weight and actually make a difference.
Yeah. Let's see how this shakes down. Then we can go get beat up by that Morble.
There you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done.
And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up?
Yep.
On second thoughts, don't tell me.
Just a flan.
It'll only give me nightmares of my own.
Flan.
What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
Yeah.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best.
Well, but like...
There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Okay.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Yeah. Almost level up. Bam, bam, bam.
Eastpool's been in ruins for years, so wonder any of it's still standing. But with a bit of lumber, a lick of paint, and a lot of hard work, they'll make a home of it yet.
Excellent. Now we are going all the way over here. We can pour into the 3 reeds and probably beat up a few mobs, get a quick level up. And then go fight this big old marble boy. My legs. Ugh. No fall damage in this video game. What you got there, boy? Oh, okay. Oh, whatever. Too early. Oh, I was gonna aggro these scorpions too. There we go. Now we did. Much punch. Level up. Oh, very close. Swoosh. Bum bum ba na na na. Bum. I probably could interrupt that. Much punch. This should be enough for leveling us real quick, and then we'll go to the boss. Level 42. All right. Marble time, shall we? We gotta talk about magic stuff in D&D. Disguise Self has both verbal and semantic components. Meaning you incite an incantation and make certain hand motions, ones that probably wouldn't match any cantrips. Oh, for that. For that Disguise Self scenario you were... Oh. There we go. Ah! All right, Carrot, let's do it. Ba -ba -ba! No, too far away. Hello, Carrot. He's so mad. Oh, he jumped over me. I wonder if there's any ranged attacks that I can parry. I don't know. Get down here, boy. Much punch. Whoa! Schmovin'? Oh, I can't walk through the tar either.
To me, boy. Nice try.
Oh, what the hell? That was weird. Oh, wrong thing. No! I overpaged. Oh well. Yep. Gonna do the acid rain. Oh wow. Well, a minute's gonna charge me. Oh, okay. Like how I got the wow. I'm getting the swift recovery timing, but not the actual dodge. There we go. Get down here, boy. Chia. Yep. Still wish you could just open this straight to it when you're in combat. Oh, come on. Oops. What's he doing? Oh, the AoE. Mm-hmm. And then? Okay, we're on the right pages now. Very good. Yeah, probably would have killed it last time if I didn't mess up my paging of my stances. 16,000 gil in the bank. Ooh, baby. A little marble tendril. Extending from the underside of the marble's body, these tendrils mainly serve the purpose of locomotion. When times are lean, however, they can also serve as temporary roots, drawing ether energies from the soil. In a marble flower, it said a marble only blooms once every 30 summers. And when it does, the resulting flower emits a noxious odor that flies, beetles, vultures, and other carvers of carrion are drawn from leagues around by the stench. The resulting conversion seems to seize the flower pollinated, with the marble devouring those late to the festivities. Gross. I don't even think we have a pattern for this yet. Or we need something else to even do something with this. It's sometimes weird that the hunts pop items that you get from doing them that you can't even use at all. It's like I'm doing them ahead of what I'm supposed to, basically. So when they even populate, you're not meant to do them right then.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Yep, okay. Alright, so we're done here. Now, we would be able to go to... We can go down here to Tabor. Or we can go to the other one, I suppose. Because where's the actual quest here in Lost Wing? But the Lost Wing quest is maybe a longer one. The Lost Wing quest is potentially that war that those folks are marching off to. I'm not sure if that's going to be a more involved one. So let's go talk to Eloise.
We'll need help.
Then we'll have to find it, and fast. We cannot let this chance pass us by.
How convenient. You have a green exclamation point above your head, and I just happen to show up when you need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
Oh,
What talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected.
Okay.
Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
Oh, really?
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them.
Right.
So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon.
Okay.
The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Sure.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
All right.
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
Right.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay. It's 50 rep for this quest, which is pretty wild. Most of them are like 25 or 35. This one is quite a bit higher. Yeah, so it's all the way... Is it on the... It is not on the higher section. It's just the lower area. Well, I guess the high section loops all the way around to it. But I was wondering, because there's this higher section here, I got confused. Okay. And then our other quest goes all the way over here, which is south of Tabor, so we'll do that second. We'll just go here and walk along. If we turn right. Not go straight, but turn right.
That's better.
That's better. We're running. Oh no. Get out of my way.
Farewell.
I got stuff to do, man. I gotta get back to the damn main story. Oh, this game doesn't know when to quit. Oh, see, I was going. I went too straight. See, so it was tucked into that corner. Yep. Yeah, pretty easy to run right past it. What's up?
Oh, you're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say you were the help they told me was on its way.
Don't call me that.
Cassock's just down there, if you'd be so kind.
Okay. Like I just called Clive the help. Oh no, goblins. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Clive, what are you doing? I don't know. It's fun. You ever just shot balls of energy out of your hands whenever you wanted to? No, you should try it sometime. Oh, you can't. Oh, sucks to suck. I can.
This must have been a nice place once. And it will be again.
Bam, bam, bam. There's a lot of doggos here. Many doggos. No, too late. Ah, rip. There's so many of them. Ba, 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 ba. That builds up so much limit break bar just because of how many. Ow, my butt. How many hits are going out? Even more. Terrible noise. The random birds. Ugh. There's just so many random mobs and they're all over the damn place. Torgal, what you doing, bud? You got him? Ah, my guts. Ah! There's so many things just attacking me all at once with basic attacks. Knock it off. Oh! The spine breaker. That thunder is still out there rumbling.
That's all of them. Come on, Torgal. Let's head back to Boklad.
Good job, Torgal. Good job. Similar to the other quests, we're just clearing out a different old town section from a bunch of wildlife that has run amok, besides a bunch of bandits that have run amok. There are only so many archetypes of side quests, right? I don't know if many games in recent years have overly revolutionized how a side quest can be. But usually side quests in games like this, and similarly in things like Witcher and stuff, it is just a lot of world building. Oh.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Who's this guy?
Him again.
Why is he walking so weird?
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him.
Good talk.
How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
Right.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
All right.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive.
Welcome.
Here, something for your trouble.
Okay.
Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
I suppose you better had.
Still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Ah, that's true. Clive's kind of dumb. There's been a couple of quests that have come up over the past few sessions of playing where he's kind of, he has a bit of that lovable idiot going on, or he's just like forgotten things or said stuff that doesn't make any sense, but then the other characters are just like, yeah, sure, okay. They just pass it off by the fact that he's basically a walking deity. And it's like, yeah, he's got his quirks. He's kind of stupid, but we like him anyway, you know? I don't think Eloise knows it anywhere. She doesn't know where we are. She doesn't know where the hideaway is.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to
It's a minor thing, but there's been a few times like that happened.
The one speaking to my sister.
Yes.
He represents the Silver Peak Consortium.
What's that?
One of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Nope.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
Yeah.
For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Okay.
This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
The animation broke a little bit. Does Eloise have anything more to add about any of this? Since her dialogue went from black cut, you know, it just did a fade to black, and then we were all of a sudden talking to Theodore.
It's only a matter of time before the army agree to
Or
our terms.
Theo.
You'll see.
Yeah, Theo does have main character haircut, though. 100% he does. Yep. Definitely does. All right, so fast way to get down here is to go to Table War. I think this area was locked off to us before, so we should be able to go in. Gotta make sure I turn the right way up here. Otherwise, I'll do the exact same thing I just did and make a wrong turn. Was there nothing? Yeah, see, that merchant didn't have anything new. The previous one did. So we're going to the right. And we're running. Let's get... Thank you, Ambrosia, for just appearing out of nowhere. Roach style. And then we're headed over here. Oh no, angry plants. Oh no, angry dogs. Flap, 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 flap. Whee! Hey look, more bandits all of a sudden. It's always bandits. They can get beat up though. Oh my goodness. Anyone else? Oh. Chop. Was the same bandit pack that was there when we actually had to do a side quest, I think. I bet it was a big axe boy, if I recall. Okie doke. What's going on here, friends? Hello, August.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Oh.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway.
What is that voice?
You look like trouble.
Eh.
I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick.
Whoa!
Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
X.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Sure.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
That is very true, though. Nico in chat. That's so good. This is a quaint little place. Okay. Those are all kilns, it looks like.
So this is Dravoshed. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town.
Yeah. Hence the
When I was a
kilns.
lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil.
Hmm.
Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Sultan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief.
Hmm.
But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it.
Sure.
It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Okay.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Really? But yeah. It's so good. Bandits talking amongst themselves. Did that god kill the other gods? Yes. Bandits. Let's get him. Let's take his stuff. Let's steal his pocketbook.
Hotter. Hotter, damn it. Those miserable
Dies.
flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
Oh.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
What's up, dude?
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out before things turn nasty.
Uh-huh.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did? Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here, and neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
What are you so busy doing? Yelling at the bearers that can't light the flames any faster?
If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
I thought I'd made myself clear. Piss off.
You know, I could help you light the fires in your kilns because I can summon a lot of fire, considering whom I am. But you're gonna be an absolute
Mama.
annoying cunt about it, so I'm just gonna move on. No fires for you, dickhead.
Shut your hole. The chief will think of something.
Yeah, like, you know, maybe not being a complete dingus and then being like, you're talking to the the second dominant of fire. Oh, you need fire.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Just kick his ass. Just beat him up.
Well,
Take his lunch money.
didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know.
Yeah, what the heck?
What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravoshed. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravos in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravos prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out, at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last.
That's noble of you.
Dravos won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it.
What are Sid's
This place
bellows?
was your home.
Exactly.
You won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded.
Yeah. Sure.
It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them.
Okay.
Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravos will show the world that it's possible.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needed.
Do they have like...
Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favor and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin.
Ah.
I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
So, they're a furnace with an auto bellow, potentially, that keeps pushing in air, I'd imagine.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows, but salamander skin was the only kind that worked. Luckily for all our sakes, salamanders aren't too hard to find around these parts.
All right, bud. That's fine. Can do. At least it's not bandits this time. It is, in fact, not bandits. Away we go. Chocobo time. Whee. I love how she flaps her wings like that. Just slowly falls. Flip, 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 flip. Flip, 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 flip. Chocobos aren't one for much actual flying. Their wings are rather small considering their body weight.
Let's make this quick, shall we? You deserve a rest.
Rawr, he's so angry. No. Can't counter breath attacks. Hey. Whoa! Good. Blammo! The slow-mo screens are cool when you have a big spell effect going on like that. Very good. Salamander skin. Some species of salamander aren't wont to shed their tails or to escape predators, alas. All those of sufficient size to provide the unblemished stretch of skin that Sid's bellows require have no predator but mankind, and are disinclined to acquiesce to their request. Sorry, had to.
That would be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Yeah, the area is down here is still locked off. Let's go, Ambrosia. Because there's no fast travel back to this crappy little town. Maybe there will become one when we give them these bellows and fix their fire problem, even though, again, I could have slightly fixed their fire problem if this guy wasn't such a raging asshole. But no, of course not. Wait, why are you a humble pirate? Yeah, so they're just a furnace with like an auto bellow, I'm assuming. Or just a bellow in general. Is that just the technology? Yeah, wait, hold on a second. What the hell? We could have fast traveled back. I'm stupid.
Back to the stables, girl.
What's this all about then?
I wonder if this is a contraption though, so it actually just keeps pumping in air. That's what I'm wondering, if they're
Any trouble finding the skin?
if they're crafty like that.
Handle.
There you go. You just hand over a giant
There should be plenty.
dragon skin. Just
Time to put these lads to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no
could
time.
weigh like 40 or 50 pounds of skin. He's just like, no, sorry, right off camera, right there. You can't see me animate it because there's nothing actually happening.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
Yeah, just a stomping bellow, looks like.
Don't you? I do, yeah. Dravozd is saved.
Okay.
Sorry about earlier.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
How about you do it?
What is it?
Pet coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges.
Ah, it's a coal.
That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap.
Oh, it has a chained teeter-totter on it to open and close it. Okay.
Plain and simple. The man Dravozd needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
All right, Mr. Scowl.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that.
That-
These things take time.
Is that what they say?
Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye.
Yeah, pulley.
And I call that
Better way to
job
say it.
well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Displaces the weight.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
Okay.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
A real surprise for him.
He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit.
Alrighty.
No sense you waiting around anyway.
Any random loot sitting around for Clive? Oh, apparently this vendor has something.
Would you like to see my wares?
Yep. Orchestrion roll.
Thank you.
That's what I imagine.
Certainly. Here you are.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Welcome. Now to go see if I can pilfer anything from your oh! Sick. And singular goblin coin. No more than only one. Is the dog? Don't worry, Zoltan. I was trying to loot your town for random boxes of stuff that I don't need. It's the principle of the thing, okay? If I don't go around looting a stuff, then why would they put the stuff there for me to loot, all right? It's also because I've been RPG pilled and I grew up on these damn games. Oh, kick the box. Oh, I definitely don't need 15 pinches of that. This is how RPGs get more runtime out of their product, is because people used to walk around spamming A button on all the walls back in the day. That was the way you used to do. You used to walk around like this, just spam the action button on everything, because you didn't know what you could interact with. Old school RPGs. Right? It'd be like, oh, then you finally find something like this. And you'd be like, spamming, interact. Anything here? No, anything? Anything on this tree? Nope. Anything here? No, nope. Anything here? Nope. Nope. This would be like 30% of your old school RPG playing. Any of the golden era of pixelated RPGs, that's how you'd play the game.
Don't go thinking those cinders mean I've forgiven Blackthorn. Because I haven't, and I won't. But knowing how much they improve my work, I can only imagine what they'll do for him.
Later, yeah. Where's my powder, my money? What the hell? Thieves! Then Clive walks up with his aura of amnesia and everything's back to normal. He's just got protagonist. He's got lead in an anime RPG protagonist energy. The qualifications for being a anime protagonist main character, all right, are as follows. 1, haircut. Super important. There has to be enough percentage of hair in your actual eye line, blocking line of sight to your eyes. Look it up. I'd probably say every 9 out of 10 anime protagonists, no matter what gender, hair in the eye. All right, it's just, that's a thing, okay? Number 2, have to be incredibly powerful, but also a little bit stupid. Right? We've already been illustrated with Clive, where he's basically just a god. A demigod status still. We haven't finished the game yet, so maybe we're not all the way to godhood yet. But then he just kind of does dumb stuff and says dumb things, right? But everyone's like, well, I can't say he's wrong, because what's he gonna do? Turn into Ifrit and eat me? Like, you know. And then 3, probably the most important thing of all, probably should put this one first, has to be blue-balled. Anime protagonist, main characters cannot get any. None. Completely blue-balled. Nothing. No. Nada. Zilch. None. Clive is actually incredibly closer than I've seen many of them. He's actually held hands. And that leads to babies. So, like... I mean... While we're here, we should go look for some orchestrion rolls. I already failed the anime protag checklist. Except for Geralt. Geralt gets all of it from everyone. Well, Geralt isn't an anime protagonist, though. Although the Witcher games are kind of anime, but I would just say they're just medieval fantasy, right? I don't think he's an anime character. I don't think anyone would argue that Geralt of Rivia is an anime character.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
Okay. The bearer of the burning quill. Oh, hello. Oh, it's just Cyril. I don't want to talk to you right now, Cyril. You have like 70,000 lines of dialogue, I bet. I'm just here to see if I didn't purchase anything from this vendor.
Here, take a look at my wares.
I did already. Very good.
Come again.
Did I buy one in Dalamil? Let's go check. Dalthir is a side character that everyone knows for better or worse, then dies at the end for dramatic effect. Oh.
The bandits, maybe.
Because see, if you look at other games' main characters, like Commander Shepard, for example. Commander Shepard, not an anime protagonist. Because not blue-balled, and optionally doesn't have a lot of hair in their eye line. That depends on the haircut you give her or him. Right? So, but not an anime protagonist main character. This is a very specific genre of main character.
For something in particular? An excellent choice.
So damn expensive. Just a gil sink, man. Gil is just a resource in this game to be able to purchase things that are for a triumph. Look at all these rare materials. I can't even use them for anything.
Thank you for your custom.
Wait. So Harshaphant? Oh, Teddy just misspelled it pretty bad. Well, Harshaphant isn't a main character. He's a side character. We also don't know if he's blue-balled. We don't know if he's getting a lot on the side. We only interact with him in the times that it matters most, when it's relevant to our Warrior of Light, Warrior of Darkness character, right? So we don't know that. He does have hair in his eyes, and he is a lovable idiot, though, where he's very powerful, but then also says stupid things. So he's got 2 out of 3, not 3 out of 3, though. Where else are we going? That's just a teleport point. Just looking to see if I missed any. I was just in Boklad, but let me make Boklad. Oh, you're saying Dalthir is Harshaphant.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, that's kind of true. Ding. So that's Dravoge, something like that. I can't remember how to pronounce it. Veins thick with precious ore finger through the region's mountains and feed this remote village's many forges. Very good. I'm actually going to head to Lostwing next. We got to see if this, for Great Justice 2, is the stage that we are about to get jiggy with it. Na, as it were. We can probably go get that eyeball real quick and then port back. Because I don't know if we're going to get... If we're going to get...
Storehouse in the bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Okay. So they're still preparing. Who's the quest from? Oh, it's so the quest's actually from Quentin, so. Why did Quentin's attendant sound like he was a ring wraith? Did you hear that? Yeah, let's get this side quest out of the way. Because I am expecting this one to have maybe one more part after that, or this could just be it, right?
I know you're all afraid, but now is not the time
time for shilly-shallying. We've planned long and hard for this.
What the hell is shilly-shallying? Is that similar to doodle-dawdling? Or hobble-wobbling? Just asking. You know, so dark. Goblins! Hold on, I gotta read that ability again. I think I'm doing that ability wrong. Does it have a second part where I have to actually input an ability? Dispelling a projectile is what shortens the cooldown. Shockwave direction can be adjusted. Oh, the full heat wave counter is to dispel a shot and a strike. So it does dispel a strike. Okay, so I haven't been using it. I've been using it right. Okay. Much punch. All right, where's this thing that we're beating up? These spiders? Yeah.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
Anyone want to attack me? Good job. Ow, my face! Swoosh! I saw that. Little cheeky bugger. What was that noise? Spiders are a bit tanky though, I'll tell you what. Yeah, the strike counter on Heat Wave seems to only add one hit, whereas the if you get the ranged counter, it's the full quadra hit, I think. Spider Eye. The creature from whom this orb was plucked is of the order commonly known as Weeping Widows, whose venom is produced not in the salivary gland, but in the tear duct. That seems uncomfortably awkward for the spider. They are wont to spin their webs in shaded bowers, or the roofs of dark caves, and rain their paralytic tears upon any animal unlucky enough to pass beneath them. The prey, once rendered immobile, is bound in gossamer silk for later consumption. Yummy.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
All right. Let's go back into it. This whole Civil War plot line is coming to now, shall we? Hopefully not just even more side quests. Maybe, probably, most likely.